Hello everyone, myself Prasanakumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil from VSB Engineering College, Karur. Today we discuss about the Unit 4 of Airport and Urban Engineering. In that Unit 4, give detailed information about the seaport component and the conception. In this unit, first topic was harbour. It is defined as the protected water area used for safe anchorage of ships. The main function of harbour protect the ships from waves, currents, and tides. It also provides facilities for loading and unloading of cargo. It also provides facilities or support the passenger movement and ship maintenance. Harbour can be classified into two types. They are natural harbour as well as artificial harbour. Next we see about the function of harbour. There are four different types of functions to take place. They are shelter for ships, cargo handling, passenger transport and vessel servicing. So, in the harbour usually provide shelter for ships in all weather conditions. Next we see about the cargo handling means loading and unloading of various types of goods. Next we see about the passenger transport means passenger transport from one place to another and easily made with the help of harbour. Next see about an port. A port is an harbour which contain all commercial facilities. Mainly port is used for all import and export activities should be carried out. It acts as a connection between the land as well as water transport. It supports an industrial and economic growth and it also provide a custom and logistics service. In this next slide, we can see about what are the component and the function of port. First, see about what are the component present in the port. They are warehouse, cargo terminal, navigation facilities, and transport links. Warehouse means where the loading and unloading activities should be carried out. After that, loading and unloading items should be sold for particular place. It can be termed as warehouse. Cargo terminal means after the loading and unloading activities, it should be arranged in one particular place. It is named as cargo terminal. During the time of poor weather, we can provide a navigation facilities for proper communication between the land and water resources. Next we see about the function of port. The main function of port is trade operation as well as passenger movement from one place to another with the help of water transport, and also it provides storage facilities for loading and unloading items. In next topic, we see about a satellite port. Satellite port is otherwise known as secondary port. It is developed nearby the major port. The main function of this port was reduce the congestion in the main port as well as handle specific cargo operations should be take place. Satellite port also improve the vessel turnaround time. It support also future port expansion. The main advantages of this port was less traffic congestion, better cargo distribution when compared to as well as harbour and port, reduced waiting time and economic development. Next we see about the dot. Dot is one of the component present in the harbor. It is an enclosed area where the ships is loaded, unloaded and repaired and maintenance work should be carried out with the help of dot. Dot also allows vessel operation under controlled condition. According to the dot, there are two different types. They are die dot as well as floating dot. The main function of dot should be a ship construction as well as repairing work should be carried out specific interval of time. Sometimes maintenance works of ships should be carried out with the help of dot platform should be provided in the harbor as well as port. You next see about the didat. Didat is an permanent enclosure structure. Once a ship is entering into the concrete structure, water should be removed. Sometimes maintenance work should be carried out after the water removal. Next we see about what are the features should be carried out didat. Date system, pumping arrangement and the conduit system. Once a ship enter into the conduit structure, automated date system should be performed. After the perform of date system with the help of pumping arrangement, water should be removed. After the removal of water, maintenance work with carried out with the help of conduit structure. Next we see about what are the advantages of this dot. Suitable working condition and suitable for heavy repair to it interval of times. Next we see about a 14 dot. 14 dot defined as a 14 platform used for lifting the ships. Once a ship enter into the region, a automated gear system should be performed. By using the automated gear system, lifting process should be carried out. Once the lifting process should be completed, then move to the different location. After that, maintenance work should be carried out. Next we see that what are the advantages of this dot. Portable as well as flexible. When compared to the die dot, it provides lower construction cost. We next see about the waves. In general, waves can be defined as the oscillatory momentum of water caused by the wind. Waves are the major factor affecting the harbor design. Next, we see about the waves characteristics. There are four different types of wave characteristics should be take place. They are wave height, wave length, wave period, and wave velocity. Mainly, wave can affect the coastal erosions as well as structural loading. Next see about a tide. Tide is an rise and fall of sea level. Generally, tide caused by the gravitational pull of moon and the sun. Next we see about classification of tide. Tide in general, there are four different types of tides. They are high tide, low tide, fin tide and neap tide. Need to see about the importance. During the time of designing the harbor, tide is an important factor taken into the account. As well as during the time of navigation and dart operation, tide is an important factor taken into the account. Next see about planning and designing of harbor. During the time of planning and designing of harbor, following points should be taken into the account. They are traffic analysis, location selection, waves and tide effect, and environmental as well as economical consideration. There are three different types of steps should be followed while the designing of harbors. They are site investigation, layout planning, and design consideration. During the time of site investigation, after the selection of particular site, we can analyze a particular site is suitable for harbor construction. After the site investigation, layout planning should be take place. During the time of layout planning, they are taken into the account of waves and tide effect. Next we see about what are the factors affecting while designing of harbors. They are traffic demand, water depth, wind condition, tidal variation and environmental factors. Next we see about terminal facilities of harbor and port. In general, terminal facilities is defined as what are the facilities that are provided inside of harbor as well as ports. In general, they are waiting hall, ticket counter, security system, warehouse, loading and unloading of cargo with the help of various type of equipment, storage yard that can be used for any medical emergency goods should be stored with the help of air conditioner room. In general facilities like electricity, water supply, communication. These are the facilities provided in general as well as harbor and port. Next see about the coastal structure. Coastal structure is one of the structure used to protect the harbor during the time of bad weather condition. Coastal structure may be classified into following types. They are piers, breakwater, jetties, quays and dolphins. We next see about the piers. It is a structure extending into the water. It provides access to the vessels and allow ship to access. The main function into the passenger transfer from one place to another with the help of fire. Also, loading and unloading activities should be take place effective manner with the help of fire region. Sometimes in this area, recreational uses should be carried out with the approval of higher authorities. Next we see about a baitwater. Baitwater is one of the coastal structure used to built around the coastal region. The main function of baitwater is reduces wave action, provided calm basin and structure built to reduce the wave energy. During the time of bad weather condition, the entire wave energy should not directly transfer to the harbor. Some wave energy should directly absorb with the help of water. Remaining small amount of energy should transfer to the harbor. There are three different types of water: rubber mounted water, vertical wall water, and composite water. And also water protect the harbor basin during the time of bad weather condition, and it also provide improved safety at the time of bad weather condition. Next we see about the jetties. Jetties is a structure that are extending into the water surface. The main function of jetties are prevent sedimentation effect and guide water proper flow in between the harbor as well as port, protect the harbor entrance at the time of bad weather condition. Next you see about the quartz. It is a solid platform that present nearby the source. It should be present in both harbor as well as port. The main function of this quartz are cargo operation should be easily done with the help of solid platform. With the help of the solid platform, easily the passenger movement should be take place. Next we see about the fin fenders. It is one of the components present in the harbor as well as port. The main function of this component was absorb impact energy that can be created during the waves and tide at the time of the bad weather. Another one, it is one of the component used to protect the ships and their structure at the time of the bad weathers. Next we see about a 14 landing stage. 14 landing stage provided 14 platform for passenger access. These 14 landform are useful to the passenger movement from one place to another. There are two different features provided by the 14 landing stages. They are adjust with the tide, depend upon the tide waves and tide height. They can be easily adjusted by automatic system. Next we see that easily vessel adjusts with the help of automated 14 landforms. We next see about the navigational aid. In general, navigational aid is defined as that there is a proper communication between the harbor as well as captain in the ships during the time of bad weather condition. There are five different types of component used as a navigational aids. They are lighthouse, bias, beacons, radar system and electronic navigation. These are the components that can be used during the time of bad weather condition. It is very useful to communicate the harbor as well as captain inside the ships. Next see about the inland water transport. Transport using the with the help of river, canal and inland waterways. Next see about what are the components present in the inland water transport. They are waterways and terminal. Inland water transport is mainly suitable for bulk cargo with lower transportation cost. Next we see about what are the advantages of inland water transport. It is mainly for lower transportation cost, energy efficient, eco-friendly, suitable for bulk cargo as well as economical and eco-friendly. Next we see about the limitation of inland water transport. When compared to the other mode of transport, inland water transport should produce a shore feed as well as reaches the cargo from one place to another place with the long duration of time. And then next we see that sometimes seasonal restrictions should be take place during the time of bad weather condition. At the end of the Unit 4, students are able to gain knowledge about what is meant by harbour, what is meant by port, what are the components present inside a harbour and port, what are the points to be considered while the selection of harbour. After that, students are able to gain knowledge about what is meant by coastal structures, what are the functions to be carried out by different types of coastal structures. After the coastal structures, students are able to gain knowledge about what is meant by navigational lights, what are the instruments can be used at the time of navigational lights.